Good evening, Osatube. By now I'm sure you've seen my video introducing the characters of STARFORGED Orion to you, so now I'm going to talk about the world in which they live in. Again, there aren't going to be any major spoilers to the books in this video, but if you want to know absolutely nothing before you read the book yourself, then I suggest you click out of the video and go buy a copy. Let's get started. We're going to start with the major locations in the Hunter Galaxy as they pertain to the book. We open the book in Rigel. If you look at the constellation of Orion, Rigel is the star that's the left thigh of Orion. This is the worst place in the galaxy. Everyone is poor or sick or drunk or high. It's a place where people come in order to smuggle illicit imports into the galaxy and then sell them on the black market. There's a brothel on every corner, and most people don't even have a job. If they do have a job, they're a pirate, a prostitute, or a beggar. Every single building is falling apart, and even though there's a military presence in Rigel, they tend to not do anything. They're just kinda there. The only time in which they'll take any action is when things are getting completely out of hand. It's basically the city that the government has allowed to be overrun by criminals, and it is falling apart at the seams. Then we have Alnilam. In the constellation of Orion, Alnilam is the middle star in Orion's belt. Alnilam is a weird city because even though it's been completely overtaken by pirates, it is in way better shape than Rigel. Unemployment is at a low, because everybody really gets shanghaied into being a pirate, but hey, can't complain. And the people are actually a lot happier. Honestly, they prefer being ruled by pirates than by the monarchy. Still, the government has been trying to take Alnilam back, A, because it's the middle of the galaxy and it's kind of important to keep the trade route there open, and B, because they'll look bad if they don't get it back. Finally, we have Mesa, which is the capital of the Hunter Galaxy and the head of Orion in the constellation. The poor people in the city would classify as middle class in America. Mesa is home to the palace, which is where Queen Parthena Oldfield and her son Prince Barnaby live and have lived for most of their lives. The palace is actually a giant structure made completely out of white marble. It is the most beautiful sight in all of the Hunter Galaxy. It's essentially the London of the Hunter Galaxy. Now that we've covered locations in STARFORGED Orion, let's talk about the culture of the Hunter Galaxy. As you guys have probably figured out by now, the Hunter Galaxy is governed by a monarch and has been for generations. The monarchy controls the guards and the Hunter armed forces, but they do have a parliament to deal with extreme criminal cases. The people with the most money in the Hunter Galaxy are the nobles, the aristocracy, and traders. The Hunter Galaxy has colonized several other galaxies and has only lost one, which is the Eagle Galaxy. Take a guess at what that's supposed to be. In terms of relationships with other sovereign nations, the Hunter Galaxy doesn't have a particular galaxy that they're besties with. They want no part of any war that has nothing to do with them, so they make no alliances. There's actually no set religion in the Hunter Galaxy. See, the way religion works in STARFORGED Orion is that the 12 astrological signs dictate what religion you are when you're born. So rather than taking on your parents' religion, you basically are born into your own. Depending upon how your family's birthdays fall in the year, you could have any number of religions under one roof. For example, you could have a father who's the equivalent to Islamic, a mother who is the equivalent to Shintoism, a sister who is the equivalent to Jewish, and a brother who is the equivalent to Buddhist. However, just because you were born into your religion doesn't mean that you can't worship other religions or any religions at all. If you want to be atheist, you can be, and very few people are going to chew your ass out for doing so. You can celebrate multiple religions if you want, depending upon what is important to you and your life. For example, in my book STARFORGED Orion, there are actually two characters who are twins, and they are born under the sign of Leo, so they're technically Buddhist, but because they're twins, they also celebrate Greek paganism, which is Gemini's religion. And regardless of what religion you are, all women go to the Gurdwara of Cancer to go through a initiation process when they get their first visit from Aunt Flo. It used to be called the moon sickness. The moon is the ruling planet for Cancer. You guys get it. Point is that all religions coexist within the Hunter Galaxy fairly well. That's all I can really talk about without spoiling anything, guys. Sorry. If you want to know more about the world of STARFORGED Orion, you can go pick up a copy from Amazon in either Kindle or paperback form, and please check out my other social media sites to get more information and have other content. Bye!